Salutations, traveler, curious about questions to which the answer always seems to be, it just works like that? You've come to the right place in Kaleidoscope. In today's second and last video of our Epistemology series, we'll be looking at the reasons past philosophers gave in support of Mary's room, as well as covering how they've chosen to refute Lewis and the mirror. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get started. So, before we begin, how about a quick recap on what Mary's room is? Mary's room is a famous thought experiment proposed by Australian philosopher Frank Jackson. Mary is a brilliant color scientist trapped in a black and white room. Everything she knows about color comes from books and texts without a single picture. She leaves the room one day and sees color for the first time. Does she learn anything new though? The argument for this being new knowledge is pretty simple, surprisingly. How, you might ask? Well, the name speaks for itself. Yep, it's just called the knowledge argument. The knowledge argument claims that Mary is not able to learn what it is like to experience color directly just through physical facts. She is able to know every physical fact, but does not have the knowledge of what Jackson refers to as qualia, or the what is it like aspect of experience. Things like the feeling of happiness, the smell of roses, and the taste of your favorite candy bar are, to a certain degree, able to be described by physical facts. Note though, only to a certain degree. Jackson believes that we could write about it all we want, a 10,000 word essay or a whole book on how good an iced Coke is in summer. But we'd still never really know exactly how it tastes until we've actually tasted it. Well, then what did I mean when I said this was what Jackson believed? Well, later in life, he became a sort of illusionist. Illusionism argues that qualia like redness just do not exist at all. The reason goes like this. If we were to argue that Mary needs to leave the room in order to learn redness, we would have to go to show that there is such a thing as what red is like to Mary, making redness subjective. Unfortunately though, this goes against the idea of qualia, which is an objective concept. Think of it like what red is like, not to Mary, just what it is like, without someone judging. Okay, well, what if philosophers come up with against arguments like these? For time's sake, let's just look at the counterargument for the ability hypothesis argument, and I'll put a link in the description for illusionism. The main argument against the ability hypothesis argument is what I like to call buy one get one free, or the special bundle. While the ability hypothesis argument claims that Mary gains all kinds of abilities regarding red, the special bundle theory claims that propositional knowledge comes with those abilities. What does this mean? Going back to riding a bike, philosophers would argue that while it's true, learning to ride a bike is an ability, learning things like riding a bike feels like balancing are still facts that count as additional knowledge. So what's the big deal with Mary staring at colors in the room? It's not just about science. It's about how we know things. We live with this question every day. Can you really know what love feels like until you've been in it? Can you understand a song just by reading the sheet music? Can you truly know what a sunset is like from a photograph? Some philosophers said facts are enough. Others say experience adds something more, something no textbook can teach. Next time you learn about something big, happiness, loss, or wonder, ask yourself, do I really know it, or have I only read about it? Philosophy doesn't just teach answers, it reminds us to ask whether living and knowing might be two different things. Well, I believe that is all I have today for you guys. These videos have just been so fun to make, and I really enjoyed making content for this channel. If you love what I do as well, showing support would really mean a lot to me. Let me know any topics you'd love me to cover next, guys. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.